We're trying more projectiles today for the HDR.68. This time again they are real 9mm bullets from Homedefence-24. These are 7.9 grams, so sort of a sweet spot for this gun. I'll just get one out and just show you quickly. So obviously it's like a hard plastic shell with, I've no idea what that is in there, if it's copper, something like that. So I've got enough to fire a few through the chronograph to get some power readings. We've got some targets down here, so let's crack on and shoot some. So we've got these real 9mm bullets from Homedefence-24 for the HDR.68. They're a nice tight fit in the drum. So I'm going to pop that in there. I'm going to put the tuning barrel extension on for this. And we'll see what sort of numbers, because we've got a few more in the packet. I'll put a whole magazine through the chronograph. It is a long old thread on this. And then we'll put fresh CO2 in it. You see, look, that tightens up and it still moves in the barrel, and the drum is still nice and tight. I know a lot of people have been messaging me, and I've seen it in the groups as well, that when they screw their tuning barrel on, it's pulling the barrel out so that the drum spins. You can face off a little bit of the plastic on the end of the gun, whether it's the HDR.68 or the HDR.50, possibly the HDP.50. I'm not sure, I haven't got one of those. So yeah, it's a bit of an unwieldy beast, but let's get some fresh CO2 in it and we'll put it through the chronograph. He says, I can't bloody get it undone now. 7.9 grams. Sitting around 24, 25 joules. HDR.68 with the real 9mm bullets. I had a couple come back at me, but they didn't quite reach me. They didn't penetrate the roasting tin. I think one of them went through. The other one, it was enough that it knocked one of the screws out that's holding the roasting tin to the post. Did a bit of damage to those bottles. I wouldn't want to get hit by one, basically. And I know a lot of people say, oh, those guns are toys, blah, blah, blah. What a sorry state you're living in if you can't defend yourself, this, that and the other. At the end of the day, if you were to use one of these for self-defence, now I'm not saying you should do, unless it's obviously legal in the country you live in, even 25 joules with a solid projectile is going to smart a little bit. You know, it's not going to tickle. Obviously, if they're wearing a lot of clothes and this, that and the other. If someone's absolutely high on drugs. Now, I've said this previously before. We had a lad storm into our house when I lived in the UK. Me and my brother lived, I owned the house, my brother was renting a room off me. He was putting his motorbike around the back and he left the front door open. We had a lad come in. Anyway, I heard all the kerfuffle, went running down the stairs at a full pelt, and he sort of in shock. I just grabbed him by his neck, smacked his head into the wall, went through the wall. It was only a plasterboard wall. Most people, that would have been enough to, you know, incapacitate them. Oh no, this twat, he was high on something. Both my brother and myself was giving him a good kicking, and he was just fighting. It was a rage. This drug-fueled rage. There was no stopping him. He just, you know, I'm a big bloke. I'm 6'4" nearly, and you know, 20 stone, whatever that is in pounds, kilograms, I don't know. But at the time, my brother's quite handy. and it didn't matter what we did. We had to just pin him to the floor in the end and phone the police. And he lived next door but one, as it happens. He kept a low profile after that. The police came round and I don't know, I said, look, I don't want to press charges, he's a neighbour, he's just being a twat, just tell him if he does it again. Anyway, one of these would not have stopped him. As most of you probably know, if someone's that high on drugs, you're not going to stop anyone. Not that we're allowed to, in most of Europe anyway. So what is the point of all these bloody videos, eh? Who knows? It's good fun. We like shooting on the range, we like tinkering. Certain countries have certain legal limits. In France we have 20 joules, whether it's a pistol or a rifle. And that is for a non-pyrotechnic projectile. So anything that's projected that's not pyrotechnic, so gunpowder or bullets, you know, that kind of thing. So anything that's done by air, CO2, crossbows, we're allowed up to 20 joules. Crossbows is no power limit. We're allowed up to 20 joules. With my Cat C licence, I'm unlimited, so I don't need to worry about that. But yeah, we just got through a whole packet of them, and they're pretty good. They go quite nicely. That was shooting a nice, consistent 25 joules with those. My accuracy is getting a little bit better at the moment. The shakes have stopped. Anyway, I've had a bit of a ramble on and a rant on this video, haven't I? So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.